This is what I see every morning when I come out to the greenhouse. Hey everybody, it's Irene with BrainStormAcres. And this morning I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the greenhouse because it's pretty amazing right now. And we haven't done an update recently, so here we go. Okay, starting at the north end of the greenhouse on the bench. These guys are Brussels sprouts, Jade Cross. We've gotten a few small ones off of this. I think they didn't get enough fertilizer early on, so they won't ever really get to their full potential. But we've still enjoyed what we've gotten, and we just need to decide when we're going to harvest those guys. Lettuce. This is Adriana. We actually had a big salad off these 4 guys last night. And we have also some mosh, which is a specialty lettuce. And one last crunchy king radish over here. And that is a Salanova oak leaf lettuce. He's too little yet to harvest from. Here we have 3 Salanova oak leaves, green oak leaves, and we have some Salanova green butter, these guys here. I actually did harvest off these last night, so they've provided us I think I just stole some stuff off these 2 guys and added it to what was from that, and that made our salad for dinner last night. So yeah, they're already producing. All these are ready to be harvested. Here's Henry's original bucket that he decided to do his experiment with. This is his original spinach. The radishes have all been eaten from the first batch, and these are a second batch of Sora radishes, S-O-R-A radishes that I've planted. He really particularly likes this kind, so I've got a dozen radishes in there. This is another batch of spinach that I planted. By the way, I think we've had, off of this batch here, I think we've had 4 salads, and off of here we've had 1 salad, so not bad. Another thing of lettuce. This is a type of romaine. These guys here, they have not been harvested yet. That's on the list. These guys back here are Muir, I think. Yep, Muir. And this has so far been harvested once. You would never guess it, because as soon as I pulled out some of the lettuce, it just immediately relaxed again. So I am going to probably harvest these again today. I'm trying to keep them beaten back into submission a little bit. The romaine does not grow quite as quickly, so when I harvest that, I'll have a couple of days in between. As you may notice, we have a ton of lettuce this year, and it's kind of our, let's experiment with all the lettuces under the same circumstances and see who tolerates the heat, who tolerates the environment, who we like the flavor of best, because all these lettuces have a slightly different flavor. And it's going to be fun to see it. So far, we have been very impressed with the Muir. Very tender, good flavor. The Adriana tends to get some leaf burn, so I need to do a little research on that, see if there's anything I could do about that, maybe just the environment. The Salanovas we've used before in the past and been very happy with. This is a different variety of romaine than we've tried before. I don't know if I've got a label crammed down in here. Everything is so buried. Green Forest, I don't think we've grown Green Forest before. These are also Salanovas. These are Green Sweet Crisp. We adore this stuff. The plant can get to the point where it's really ugly looking in terms of being this long funky stem, kind of like when kale is harvested. But it's just amazing in terms of the quality and how long it lasts. This is a red oak leaf Salanova, and this little guy, I don't know, he may not make it at all. He was never healthy. He was a sickly child, if you know what I mean. But we gave him his shot anyway. We have not tried the red oak leaf before, but we were looking for a little more color and to see if the flavor was any different. These are cabbages, Tiara. This will be one of our next generations, and I'll show you some of the generations in front of this. But these are, 1 or 2 of them are just starting to head up. It'll take them a while, but our goal is to have a pretty continuous supply of cabbage as late in the summer as we can, because we really like coleslaw. These two random guys here are rutabagas. I had 2 seedlings left over. I had to put them someplace. I had just finished clearing out the what was in there? Radishes that were in there. So I had to put them somewhere, and I threw them there. They seem to be doing fine. This is another kind of lettuce. Let's see. Where'd my label go? I'll have to look him up. Yeah, he's another kind of lettuce, obviously. I just don't remember which kind. So far, it looks pretty good. Not much tip burn or any other issues like that. And all the Sora radishes have come out of here now, so there's none of those left, even though there's a sign here. Let's see, moving over here to this little bucket, we have Jade Cross, which is Brussels sprouts. And we're trying again to see if we can get another shot at this with heavier fertilizer and stuff like that. The plants are looking great. Now if I can just figure out how to manage them and everything else, we'll see what happens. These 3 little guys down here are tiara cabbage. And I also have some tiara cabbage in the great room in the house. They need to be planted up. Let's see if they're coming out the bottom. Yeah, just starting to come out the bottom. So that's not too bad. I'm trying to catch them before they get really pot bound. These are some of our flowers. These are Sweet Williams. And these are a couple of different kinds of onions. Yeah, they need to be planted out, but we're doing another cold spell. It hit about 30 here last night. So I'm trying to, and we're also in the process of rebuilding the beds. So that's a bad combination. So they're kind of on hold. Off to the seedling bench, we have tomatoes. This is our whole selection of tomatoes for the summer. And we got a pretty good germination rate on these guys. These 2 that are missing were not tomatoes. They were actually these guys, Roselle hibiscus. I had no idea that they would grow as fast as they do. I should have thought about it because they're in the same family as cotton. So yeah, they grow faster, and I didn't think about that. So next year, note to self, I will not be putting those in with the tomatoes. But the peppers did come up. These are a variety we're trying, Mamma Mia Rosso from Haas Tools. Let's see, this is a mix of Johnny's, Haas Tools, and gifts from friends. So, and self-saved. So yeah, all kinds of stuff. Different types of miniature marigolds, snapdragons, not dahlias, dianthus, lupins, bachelor buttons, various types of globe amaranth. All these here are different colors of globe amaranth based on the row. Ageratum, columbine, sweet peas, cosmos, various kinds of celosia, a couple of hollyhocks, more celosia, and portulaca. And they're doing great. I'm happy with them. Rudbeckia, which is black-eyed Susans. And none of the columbines of this particular variety came up, and only 1 strawberry came up of this particular variety. So, I don't know. We might try it again. They warned us that the strawberries were fussy, so I'm willing to try almost anything once. To the center. Okay. Obviously, or not so obviously, depending on your horticultural knowledge, cabbage. These are tiaras. So the next cabbage that will come off is this guy. His predecessor that we ate the other week came from here. These are little mosh lettuce plants in here now. And this guy is nice and firm, but he's got a couple more inches to go in diameter before we use him. Behind him comes these guys, and then we go to the batch I showed you over there. These guys are Atlantis mini broccoli. The center stalk has been harvested out now, and you can see the side stalks are starting to come on. There we go. They put out a ton of little side shoots, and they are so tasty, so tasty. Let's see, this guy is also a brassica. This is Jade Cross. So that is a, from the top, they all kind of look semi-alike. The Jade Cross is Brussels sprouts. Again, that's a different stage of growth, and it's about time for me to, I think, strip the bottom leaves off that one. This guy is Emerald Crown, which is a full-size broccoli. Now, you can see down in the bottom here, we have a head that is just starting. And we're very excited about this because we're hoping to get some really nice sized heads out of here. We'll see. I mean, you don't know till you know, but we're hoping. This big gigantic pot of stuff is rutabagas. And they seem very happy this time around. So we're hoping. That's all we can do. These guys are Atlantis. So this is another mini broccoli. I'm not seeing any center cores yet producing any florets. But I'm watching. I try and get in here. Because they kind of sneak up on me sometimes. It'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Where'd that come from? These are slightly past your best of use by date. Pak choy. The top leaves look crappy. The center part is still fine. They were held just a little too long. And I need to plant another batch and get them outside is what it comes down to. They shouldn't be in here anymore. But they are. These are onions, and they've really started to bulb up, so I'm kind of leaving them for now. These are actually candy. And this guy here came out of the candy batch too, and I don't know why, but he has... Hi, Jack. Daddy must have let you out of the yard. Yeah, you wouldn't come with me before. This guy looks like a bunching onion, so I don't know what his thing is he's doing. Then this guy again is another Jade Cross, and again we've gotten a few Brussels sprouts off there. Not a ton. These are our potato plants, and they have been blooming. It's closed now, but they have been blooming. We have 4 pots here. Let's see, I'd have to actually look closely. This has got 2 plants in it. This has got 2 plants in it. And the other ones have like 4 tubers in them. It was an experiment based on something we've seen on YouTube. And we'll see if we get any difference in terms of production. No clue. These guys are kohlrabi. Starting to bulb up now a little bit. They've been a little bit slower than I expected them to. It's a variety that we haven't tried before, and what I need to do is I need to plant a couple more tubs with some of the other varieties in it to give a fair assessment of who does what with what conditions. These are obviously carrots. 2 different varieties in here, Purple Haze and Hercules. We have eaten some as I thinned them out of both. Really like the flavor. I love fresh carrots. It's amazing. And this guy is Mokum carrots. We've also eaten some of those. In fact, I used a couple of those for making spring rolls the other day. So, oh, I know what I forgot. Down in the bottom. This guy's tucked under here because I don't have any more room for him. I cover him at night because we've been, like I say, we got frost last night again. These are sweet potatoes, and we're growing sweet potato slips from these guys. So I haven't pulled any sweet potato slips off of them yet because it's too cold to plant sweet potatoes outside. Our last day of frost is in about, well, our last frost date officially is in about, I would say about 25 days. We watched the calendar, and we also watched the thermometer very carefully, so we'll see. Hope you enjoyed this little brief overview of what's going on in the greenhouse. Lots going on, and we have a bunch of seedlings that are up in the great room too. Nothing wonderful there. Some more tiara cabbage, a few assorted flowers that I'm really, they're fussy flowers, so I didn't expect them to come up, and I've been very pleased that I've been able to get them to come up. So yeah, another experiment. So you got to come back. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because as you can see, there's plenty going on around here, and all of this is either going to get eaten or be planted out. And yeah, we got plenty of work to do. So until next time, bye.